Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Coach My Life podcast and membership launch. Listen, I just need a quick moment because I don't know about you guys, but I haven't launched something new under Chase Great Enterprises in a very long time. And I'm going to be honest, your girl was afraid. Your girl had all type of nerves going through her, but I am so glad to have the amazing Chase Great team that we have so that we can pull this thing together and make it happen. So listen, if this is your first time joining us, welcome. Do me a favor and share this broadcast. This is beneficial to men and women, young and old. This is the opportunity for you to learn more about coaching and how coaching can truly be the key to helping you pivot and change the direction that you're heading in life so that you can go in the direction that you truly desire to go in. And I'm excited to introduce our network facilitators on today. I'm excited to introduce our podcast to you on today. We're just taking this time to launch the Coach My Life Network. So once again, I am Latoya Early. I am a vision coach. I am also the founder of Chase Great Enterprises. And so Chase Great Enterprises, we offer a multitude of things. We have our university where we certify coaches in their niche. And then we have the Coach My Life Network where we've provided a platform where you can gain the tips, the strategies, the knowledge so that you can navigate through some of those day-to-day life challenges without going through those things alone. And so I'm excited to just be able to provide this opportunity for the coaches who come through Chase Great, right? Who come through Chase Great. So, again, if you are joining us, I ask that you will share this, tag someone in the video. For the coaches that are going to be joining me on the stage, make sure you guys head over to the Chase Great page and share the broadcast so that we can get some of your viewers watching us on today so that they can learn more about the Coach My Life Network and how you can get involved. Coaching is for everyone, right? And I know listen, I'm a niche expert. I know that you are to be specific in who you are targeting and the messaging and all of that good stuff. But when it comes to coaching, everyone can use a coach. Why? Because for us as believers who are coaches, we're the bridge. We're going to take you from where you are to where you truly desire to be. And we're going to make sure that we're focusing on the word of God, that we're staying grounded in the word of God. And let me tell you, that's the type of coach that you want to be connected to. Okay. You want to be connected to a coach who's grounded in the word of God. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and just bring everybody up to the stage all at the same time. Again, I am excited to have these amazing coaches with us. These are our Chase Great certified coaches. They have taken the time to go through the professional training. Listen, they have endured some stuff, okay? They have endured some transitions. They have navigated through the curriculum and they made it on the other side of through. So do me a favor in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and open up the comments. In the comments, I need y'all to send me some whistles, some bells, some hands clapping. And I want you guys to help me welcome the coaches of Chase Great University and the coaches of the Coach My Life Network. So I want to welcome self-coach Tiffany, confidence coach Brittany, mindset coach Latricia, business success coach Pat, and our wonderful forgiveness coach and client engagement manager, Coach Sandra. So listen, I'm just going to, of course, give them the opportunity to come off and introduce themselves, share a little bit more about, who they are, what they do, and the value that they're going to add to the network. Listen, we have members in the network already. Did I tell y'all that? I don't know if I told y'all that. We already have members in the network. So I am encouraging you to click the link in the caption, join the network, get access to these amazing coaches. If you've never worked with a coach before and you've looked at the price point of a coach that you wanted to work with and you were like, you know what, I'm not ready for that type of investment because I've never worked with a coach before, I encourage you to join the Coach My Life membership so that you can get a feel of what coaching is, what it looks like, what it feels like, and how it can help you transition in life. Or I want to say transition. That sounds like a negative word, but how coaches can help you navigate through life. Let me change my words. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to Coach Tiffany. Tiffany, please come off mute and share with everyone out in listening land who you are, what you do, and the value you are looking to add to the Coach My Life network.
Hey, Coach Latoya, thank you so much for having me this evening. It's an honor and a privilege. Everyone, my name is Tiffany Shoemaker. I am your self coach, and I support solo moms in overcoming the lie. We're talking about limitations, insecurities, and expectations. It's by increasing self awareness so that you are empowered beyond motherhood. It is all about self. I mean, everything that I do, the value that I'm going to be adding, anybody can benefit from it. But obviously, I want my solo moms to know how much they mean to everyone and everything that they touch. So, in terms of developing yourself, understanding yourself, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, it is all about you. And that's what I'm all about. So, I'm super excited to be a part of the network.
Listen, I don't know if you guys caught that. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm not going to because it'll take us forever. So before I get to digging and prying, we're gonna go ahead and let everybody introduce themselves. I'm gonna contain myself today, y'all. I promise I'm gonna contain myself. Coach Brittany Tag, you are it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Coach Brittany. I am a confidence coach and I empower service based business women to be the best version of themselves so that they can confidently show up in their business, attract and serve their ideal client effectively. Thanks for having me, Coach Latoya. And the
You're
value, the value that I would like to bring to the community is first cultivating your confidence. There's things that we deal with in life that we don't realize we carry into our businesses, unresolved issues. It may be triggers from childhood or things that you're currently dealing with right now that can affect how you show up in your business. So what we do is identify the source. And once we identify the source, we figure out a way, we develop some strategies in order to uproot whatever that issue is. We develop some ways to overcome those issues so that you can show up and serve the people that you have been called to serve, because there's people waiting on you. But if you're not showing up, if you're not putting yourself out there, those people that God has assigned to you, their needs won't be met. The transformation won't take place. So the first thing we deal with is you. And once you deal with self, once you heal, once you get past any obstacles that are hindering you from moving forward in your business, then we can jump into the business aspect of it by identifying your perfect client, marketing your message effectively and boldly, and just showing up scared. If you're scared, show up. And the more that you do it, the less fearful you will become. So that's the value I plan on bringing, the cultivating your confidence, the building your confidence, and just showing up and reaching those people that you are called to serve. Thank you.
I love it. Just the idea of acknowledging that I don't think business owners realize how much trauma they bring into business when starting a business, right? When they are having a hard time showing up in marketing, when they're having a hard time going out and creating these conversations and these connections, when they're struggling with producing and they're thinking that their skill or their craft isn't good enough, and it's not even that. So listen, we can talk about confidence and marketing all day, because when I tell you that it's more than just your product, it's more than just your service. I've been blessed to run my business over the past 11 years. We've been full time for my baby will be 9 years old. I went full time when my youngest child was born, and he'll be 9. So I've been full time for 9 years, and there has definitely been moments where, because my confidence was low, I wasn't able to show up. I wasn't able to deliver. I wasn't able to sell. So listen, Coach Brittany is definitely hitting the nail on the head. So let's go ahead. Coach Latresa, tag, you are it.
Good evening, everyone. I am your mindset coach, Latresa Rice. I help bereaved Christians regain hope by rediscovering their identity and healing through writing. With regards to the value that I bring, what I want you to think about is the time you may have first experienced a loss. That loss, and again, I'm dealing with those who have experienced some sort of loss of a loved one, but loss, it could be the loss of a child, it could be an unborn child, it could be the loss of something you held dearly. So the value that I'm bringing is, how do you regain hope after experiencing that loss? How do you reignite and reacquaint yourself with the royal version of you? How do you embrace the royal aspect of you? And what I mean by that is, sometimes we can experience loss to such an extent where we feel like God has given up on us because our prayers, we feel like we're not answered. Right? And so we can go through a stage of being angry with God. How do I get out of that when I know that God is my provider, but I'm so angry with him that I don't want to pray at that moment? How do I deal with that? During the series, I will be sharing, how do you get out of that? How do you reignite who you are as a child of God by rediscovering your identity? And how do you take the experience of the loss that you experience and cultivate that to such an extent where there is a lasting remembrance of that in a product known as a book? So there's multiple streams of income from that one experience. There are lives that you will impact in the process, while also allowing that experience to replenish you.
Listen, if you we were just talking about the type of training that Coach Latresa offers, right? And so we were talking about how she's here to help those who've experienced the loss of a loved one, but we also talked about the art of healing through writing, right? And so some of you may say, well, Latoya, or well, Coach Latresa, I'm not really interested in writing a book. But what I can tell you is learning how to express your emotions, learning how to express what you've been experiencing and writing. How many times, and let me put this out there too. Coach Latresa is not only the mindset coach in the Coach My Life Network. Coach Latresa is also our licensed therapist, because let me tell you, and let me make sure I put this disclaimer out here, right? As coaches, we are not therapists, we are not counselors. We are here to help you pull towards the goal that you are looking to reach in your life. We're here to help you identify the goals that you're striving for and some roadblocks that could be preventing you from reaching those goals. But sometimes we need to go a little deeper and go speak with someone about some of the traumatic experiences that we've gone through. And so I am just so glad that not only is Coach Latresa a part of the Coach My Life Network as our mindset coach, helping you heal through writing, teaching you how to write a book, teaching you how to journal, teaching you how to just express yourself through writing. But if you need to take some things a little further, right? You're like, okay, I don't have access to a therapist. I don't have access to, someone who can walk me through or help me navigate through some of my past experiences. Coach Latresa is available for that. I'm telling you, I reached out to Coach Latresa and I'm like, listen, we're getting ready to open up this network, and I already know what's coming. I'm like, I already know. So I need you on standby in the community as our therapist. So just in case someone does need to take that additional step, they do need that additional support, Coach Latresa is definitely there for you. So don't think that you're just jumping in this community to get a bunch of fluff. The Coach My Life Network, we are from the bottom of my heart, I am all about helping you shift your perspective so that you can live a better life. If you're living and you are still in the space of bereavement and you're grieving, you're not healing, you're not moving forward. And you may think, oh, I'm okay. But anytime you're triggered by certain things, anytime you find yourself in a mourning state, then we need to do some healing, right? We have self-coach Tiffany working with moms who are fighting through the single mom season, trying to figure out, how do I navigate through this? You have a coach We have our confidence coach helping businesses, business owners with your marketing so that you can show up and be strong in your marketing. We're not here just to provide you fluff. We are literally here to help you navigate through some of the challenges that each one of us have personally experienced, and we found ourselves stuck in that particular space, and we want to make sure that we're here to help you. Coach Pat, tag, you are it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Coach Pat, your business success coach, and I help professionals turn their knowledge into multiple streams of income by publishing short books so that they can have more time, freedom, and flexibility. And what I plan to bring to the community is to empower entrepreneurs so that they can grow their business, so that my main goal is to stop entrepreneur failure. So many people start businesses and they don't take it to the next level. I'm going to help them by providing them with a product that's easy to put together, and it will not take them a long time to put it together. I'm going to be sharing tips on how to put together the right, when I say short book, the right planner journal. I'm going to share with them some tips on self-publishing, why self-publish versus regular publishing, and the benefits of having a product like a planner or journal attached to the current business that you already have. And I'm really looking forward. I thank Coach Latoya for allowing me to be a part of this, and I'm looking forward to jumping in and having lots of fun with everyone.
Let me tell you, there is already a 2-part training inside of the membership that will help you produce a product now. I told y'all, listen, the coaches will tell y'all, I don't mess around when it comes to my assignment, right? Like we don't mess around with that. So we are definitely here to give you all that God has instructed us to give you. In the community right now, you have access to a 2-part training that's going to walk you through producing your first product. And you're like, okay, Latoya, you've given me this training. Now what? Guess what? Coach Pat is also in the network to help you through that process, to help you produce an additional stream of income in your business. And I'm excited about that. I forgot to tell you guys too, we have another bonus inside of the community waiting for you. So don't wait to complete your membership. While you're watching us now, go ahead, pull out your computer, pull up another screen, join the membership. We have a very special event coming up this fall. And Coach Sandra, we're heading to you next. But I want to go back to Coach Latrice because it slipped my mind. We have a very special event coming up for writers in the fall, Clarity in the Pen. If you join the membership, and listen, y'all, I did not ask her to do this. When she told me, I was like, girl, you didn't have to do that, but I'm gonna let her tell you what's waiting for you inside of the membership to attend her event this fall. So Coach Latrice, go ahead and tell them about Clarity in the Pen.
Listen, I am so excited about Clarity in the Pen conference. There are 7 experts that want to take you from how to forgive. Coach Sandra is on the team, so she will be talking about forgiveness. You'll get a tool while you're there to help you process that. Also, I have speakers. I'll be talking about mindset and how you can start if you're struggling to start that book and you need help, or if you're in an impasse. During my workshop, I'm going to give you tips to overcome that barrier. We have another coach that's there. She is a culture strategist. She's going to be trying to take that book global. I have another speaker. Listen, this is a Power Pack team. I have another speaker that will be telling you about how to market the book before and after you've created this. And then we have a behavior wealth strategist that is there, where we're talking about expanding your territory with that book. And Coach Brittany is the confidence coach that's going to help you build your confidence while you're in your process. So those who have experienced loss, we're going to take you from start to finish at the Clarity in the Pen conference. Another bonus to the conference: if you sign up for the conference, you automatically get admission to the Writers Ball. At the writer's ball, you will come dressed as a character in a book from a book that you read, and you're going to network with other aspiring authors. We're going to dine and have fun like royalty. So you want to be at the Clarity in the Pen conference. And if you're in this network, if you're not, you want to get in here. You all have a wonderful surprise. I don't want to share it. Should I share the surprise, Coach LaToya?
You
Or
know,
let them
I was
figure it out?
wondering, but I think you should. I think you should go ahead and tell them what's waiting for them inside of the membership.
Woo! Inside of the membership, you get 50% off your registration fee for the Clarity in the Pen conference. Listen, you want to take advantage of that. There's so much you can get from just getting there. So you need to be in the room. 50% off.
I did not tell her to give y'all 50% off. Okay. Listen, I coach coaches to build their businesses first. Like, that's the first thing I do. So I'm so conflicted in my feelings. Like, wait a minute, hold on. But I'm so glad that that she's provided this opportunity to you, because I know what type of transformation is going to happen in that room. I know what type of space. She has Coach Sandra. She has Coach Brittany. Listen, this is not going to be a conference. Again, we're not about fluff, y'all. We're about transformation. So I wanted to make sure that we highlighted a couple bonuses that are waiting for you inside of the membership. Go ahead, click the link in the caption, join the membership. You'll have access to the 50% off discount to the Clarity in the Pen conference in the fall. You'll have access to the 2-day product development training. This product development training, the value of it is over $1,000 by itself. Okay, let me just go ahead and say that the value of the product development training that Business Success Coach Pat is offering is well over $1,000. She has provided this training to the members of the network because, again, she wants to stop business failure. And without these type of tools, without these type of strategies, listen, you will find yourself in a place somewhere with your tail tucked saying that I give up. But we are here to support you. We are here to be your accountability, to keep you from not just giving up in your business, but to keep you on the straight path in your career, to keep you on the straight path in your lifestyle, some of your lifestyle challenges. We even have a few trainings in our community about your leadership. How can you make the adjustments in your leadership style so that you can lead effectively? So I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to Coach Sandra. Tag, you are it.
I have been enjoying this. Good evening, Coach LaToya, and all the amazing coaches, and those of you who are watching. I am honored to be part of this network. And I don't want to forget this thought here. Coach LaToya, I mentioned several times that this network and the coaches in this network do not bring fluff. We don't bring fluff. So I am Sandra Cobb, your forgiveness coach. And I help those who have experienced traumatic events, could include the murder of a loved one and other traumatic events, to begin re-engaging in your life again through inner healing and forgiveness. I am also fortunate to be part of the Chase Great team as the client engagement manager. And why that's so important to me, because I've been through the program. And that gets me to the point of there's no fluff here. What you have here with these coaches that are helping on this in this network is we are specialists in a particular area. And it's top of mind to me right now. I had to see, because of certain physical things I was going through earlier this week, I had signs, I had symptoms of something wrong with my eyes, right? One week it was one thing, and next week it was another thing, and it progressively got worse. So I called my eye specialist. Now, I have other specialists that are part of my medical team, and I have a primary care doctor, but I knew to go to my eye specialist. So when you come and become a part of this network, we're all qualified in the specialty that God has given us. And as a forgiveness coach, it is through our experience, and that's what you're going to get. We've got training, we've got experience, we got real life, practical, hands-on. We've been through it. So let us tell you how we made it and how you can make it too. And so part of my contribution to this, if you are in need of the specialty of a forgiveness coach, is to help you to see that you need a specialty in this area, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on with my eyes, but I knew it had something to do with my eyes, right? So that's why I went to that doctor. But before I got that doctor, I went to my primary care doctor, because things were happening when it comes to unforgiveness. And a lot of times people don't think unforgiveness is that big of a deal. Stuff is showing up in your life, and you think it's this and you think it's that. And I just want you to consider it could be because you're still bound by unforgiveness. And so I've seen and I've taught and I've helped people. When I want you to break free, every single human being, to break free from the bondage of unforgiveness and the lie of unforgiveness, so the rest of your life you can live to the fullest. Because if you are carrying around unforgiveness, you carry it in the boardroom,
Yep.
you carry it in the living room, you carry it to the church house, you carry it to the bedroom. And things are coming up, and you may not know exactly what is this? Why does it seem to be that I'm stuck? I'm going to give you clues and signs of possibly unforgiveness is there. I'm going to help you with your thinking, right? Because unforgiveness is too big of a deal. I don't want you to make such a huge decision with bad information.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you information on the consequences of unforgiveness, the benefits of forgiveness, how you can develop a practical strategy that works for you, right? And now my specialty is in my niche is to work with believers. So what I'm offering is Christian based. That is what I know is what worked for me. And so that's what I'm offering to anyone that wants to receive it. I've been through it. I've been through, and as we continue to talk over the weeks, you're going to hear more of my story about the traumatic events that I've been through. Trust me, there's no fluff to this at all. This is real life stuff. And if you're ready for change, and if you're ready to move forward, you've come to the right specialist. So thank you very much, Coach, for creating this network. It's going to be a huge blessing.
I pray that it is a huge blessing.
Mm-hmm.
When God gave me this idea, I kind of pulled myself in the position where, and I shared this story with you guys, and maybe some of you read the post and maybe not, but I shared how I watched my mom grow up. I watched my mom as I grew up. And she did everything, y'all. My mother is the one that taught me how to change a tire. Like, my mother is the one that taught me how to cook dinner. My mother is the one that taught, like, so I've watched her go from she used to throw papers for free press when I was a kid. I saw her doing that at 5 o'clock, then going over to the hospital to work at 9 o'clock, and then going to the hotel at night to be a receptionist. So I watched her do these things throughout my entire life, and I never saw her ask for help. Right? I've never, like, we weren't on any type of government assistance. We didn't get handouts. And I'm like, okay, so this is life. I'm supposed to be on this wheel pushing every day, all day. And as I've come into my more mature season of adulting, I'm like, that wasn't right. I need help. Hey, somebody come over here, show me how to do this. And I'm saying that to say that a lot of us navigate through life by ourselves. We don't ask for help. We don't lean on certain people because we have this trust issue. It's like, I don't want them in my business, or I don't want them thinking that I can't do it. And what I've learned is that type of toxic behavior is what's going to keep you stuck. I think it's like something going out. What's your toxic trait? If you don't know how to ask for help, that is a toxic trait. And so if you're looking at your life and you're wondering, why aren't you, reaching some of the goals that you've wanted to reach? Why aren't you in the career that you wanted to have? Why aren't you with the husband or with the wife that you wanted? We have to sit back and say, okay, let me do some self-examining, right? We have an opportunity in the community where we're offering a life plan, a life strategy plan, where you'll sit down with one of us and we'll go through a plan to identify some of the gaps, some of the loopholes, some of the areas that we can, that we can provide some improvement in, so that you can take that life plan and then start to implement it into your life slowly but surely. This is not a race. The Bible says that the race isn't given to the swift, it's not given to the smartest, it's not given to the strongest, it's given to the one that endures. But let me tell you, you don't have to endure in pain. You don't have to endure and struggle, and you don't have to endure alone. So when God gave me this idea, and he gave me this idea a long time ago, y'all. Like, slow obedience is still disobedience. So I had to go repent because your girl was terrified. And I was like, Lord, I don't know what you want me to do, but I'm gonna be obedient, right? And this is my season that it was time for me to be obedient. But we launched this network because I was that woman. I was the mom and the wife trying to get answers. And let me tell you, Google, it doesn't know it all, especially when it comes to kingdom guidance. I don't want just any type of guidance. I need guidance from what the word says. That's something that my dad, if he didn't leave anything else in me before he left this earth, he always would say, but what does the word say? But what does the word say? And so when you have that type of compass where it helps navigate or reposition you back and center you, then it makes it easier, but you don't have to do it alone. So I'm definitely blessed and grateful and this isn't it, guys. These aren't the only facilitators. Our facilitators are growing. Once you complete the Chase Great University niche certification program, you too can become a subject matter expert, and you can join us in the network, and you can teach and you can train. I tell y'all all the time, if it's not my ministry, I'm gonna tell you. For my solo moms, that's not my ministry, so I can't help you. To write a book, for those of you who've been following Chase Great Enterprises, y'all know we used to do self-publishing. Not my ministry. No, thank you. No, ma'am. No ham. I quit. Right. So I am a firm believer in staying in my own lane. Right. I'm a firm believer in doing the assignment that God has called me to do and not being apologetic about serving in this specific area. And that's what I love most about the network, is that you can go into the network and you can go in for a specific need. You're not going in, trying to cipher through or find a needle in a haystack. Nope. The way that the membership is set up, if you need forgiveness, guess what? It's a whole category of forgiveness designed just for you. If you're seeking business success, there's a whole category assigned just for you, so that you can go in and say, this is what I need today. We have encouraging my videos. We have all type of things to help you push through your day, get the tips, the strategies that you need so that you can make the adjustments in your life. Since the pandemic, and I know that we're still in it. So when I say the pandemic, I mean the stay home, stay safe order that we were all under. Life has changed. And while the government was giving out all of these checks for all of this stuff, what they should have been giving each and every one of us is a voucher to go see a therapist, because that experience turned the whole world upside down. Our children had to relearn how to be in a school setting. Some of us are just returning back to work. I was reading someone's post and they're like, how do you adjust to going back into the office after being home for the past 3 years? These are the type of things that you need that support in. And guess what? It's okay that you need it. And I'm hoping, as Coach Sandra just said, that you come into the Coach My Life Network and you get exactly what you need. So before we close out, because we are going to air the very first episode of the Coach My Life podcast tonight in the Coach My Life Network. So if you are not a part of the Coach My Life Network, we are a Facebook group. You want to make sure that you head over to Facebook on whatever platform that you are viewing us on and you join the network. This is where you're going to receive the exclusive interviews. You're going to receive more content from the coaches here on this platform and more coaches that are in the program. Listen, we have coaches graduating through the program all the time. And so as they graduate, guess what? They're going to be on this platform. I've seen so many coaching certification programs that give you a certificate and send you on your way. And so we get coaches who have been certified come to us and say, well, I'm already certified. Why do I need you? Why should I enroll into Chase Great? Well, we provide more than just certification. We help you start, grow, and monetize your business. And when it comes to the monetization, this is one of the ways that we help you monetize. I don't know too many other programs that will provide you a platform to teach and train so that you can gather more clients and you can serve at a greater value. And that's one of the things that, we focus on here at Chase Great. That is not about us. It's not about me. It has never been about LaToya. It's about the coaches that God has assigned to Chase Great so that they can help you chase great. So we're going to air the very first episode of the podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Coach My Life Network. So make sure if you are not a part of that network, you head over to the network. That is our free network. That is our free Facebook group. It'll also be available inside of the membership. So for those of you who have already registered, we're my coach, Coach Paul. Listen, he sent me a message yesterday, like, so are you going to launch yet another program only for women? And I was like, no, no, Coach Paul. I'm sorry.
I love it.
We've opened it to men and women. We're coaching everyday people through everyday life. Okay. So before we close out, I want to give each and every one of the coaches the opportunity. If you have anything else that you would like to share before we close out on today, please, by all means, jump in. We're good. All minds and hearts are clear, Coach Sandra?
I just want to reiterate that it's okay to say I need help. That's okay. It's okay to say that I need help. It doesn't mean that you need help forever, right? And I'm telling you, the people in this network, the coaches in this network, when I need their specialty, I'm going to them. Because I know they have solutions that work. It's okay. And what I love about the network is that you can work with us as little as you want or as much as you want. As short of time period that you want or as long that as you want. We're just here to help you. So it's okay. It's okay to say I need help, and we encourage you to come on in and join the membership and become a part of the Coach My Life Network.
That is it. That is all. So listen, this has been absolutely fantastic. Y'all just don't know. I have, and I'm trying to be transparent because I don't want you guys to think watching someone on social media, you'll create your own idea of this person. You'll say, oh, this person is this and they have this. No, don't create none of those things about me. Ask me and I'll tell you. But I'm excited to finally launch this because it's been on my boards. It's been in my plans. I'm excited because I know that it's going to be a blessing to the people. I know that the coaches that are a part of the network are going to serve in a way that many people don't expect. So if you've been wondering, what is it like to work with a coach? What is it like to receive valuable information, not just the quick master classes or, the live sessions that you get, but how can I really get some good content so that I can implement it in my life? Then you want to make sure you are a part of the network. So I think that is all. I think so. I think I've covered everything. Those of you who are in the network, you'll also have a special you'll have special access to the Coach My Life weekend. So not only have we created this network for you to come in and receive some virtual coaching, but next year 2024 we'll be hosting the Coach My Life weekend. It's going to give you the opportunity to not only meet your coaches in person, but we're going to have a schedule filled with classes so that you can have that in-person experience. You've been going to church on Sundays, right? You've been going to Bible study on Wednesdays or on Thursdays, whatever day your Bible study is. What the Coach My Life weekend is going to be is going to be the opportunity for you to gain what you've taught, but to learn how to implement it as well. Right. So we want to be that next step. We know that many of you, you may be in church and you may go to your Bible studies and you're like, okay, Latoya, that's good enough. And yes, you're being taught and you're being fed, but what's your next step? Are you implementing what you're being taught? Right? The implementation is what's going to transform your life. So I'm done talking because y'all know I can talk about this all night because I love it. But we have an 8:00 coaching call and I have to go. So do know that you're going to see more faces as the coaches come through the certification program. They'll be a part of the network and we're going to continue to grow. And I'm just believing and trusting God that the Coach My Life network will reach thousands. We'll reach millions. Like, I really do believe that in the bottom of my heart. So if all minds and hearts are clear, I want to thank you ladies for joining me on today. Thank you, Coach Paul, for being our very first member inside of the Coach My Life Network. So excited to have him there. Coach Paul is the bomb. Listen, he is the bomb. Absolutely. So if you are looking for a male coach, we don't have any male coaches yet. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Maybe we'll get some, if you haven't, if you're looking for a male coach, then make sure you reach out to Coach Paul. Have a fantastic night, and I hope to see you guys inside of the Coach My Life membership. Be blessed.